you ever react like this when you got shot in a video game? Have you ever felt guilty for being mean to one of the other characters? Even though you did not write the dialogue, you just chose it. There is a deep empathetic connection players build to the main character of a game, deeper than in any other medium. Video games are like a form of theater. There are 3 ways to experience a play, and 3 ways to connect to a fictional character. 1. You can read it, the same way you read a book. This way you don't have to think about what the character is thinking because it's in the screenplay. 2. You can watch a play. This is just like watching a movie. You will lose access to the character's thoughts and you will have to start to imagine them yourself. You gain a lot of other visual input. You get to see your character's face, body language. And then there is 3. Play the play. Stand on stage. Become the character and experience them. Your thoughts become their thoughts. Only 3 types of medium can achieve this: theater, role-playing games, and video games. How does this game, Control, make me empathize with Jessie, its protagonist? There are a lot of little things that make Jessie more human. The video game character is acting. When she is standing around, she is not still. She breathes, looks around, scratches her head, checks her weapon. Those are called idle animations. In newer games, the face gets extremely detailed. In close-ups we see her lips tremble, her eyes look around. And when the face isn't visible, we imagine her doing that, because the player is expecting those things on her face. This even works in older games. Games with graphics that are not as pretty. Even a neutral face can convey emotion. This is called the Kuleshov effect. My friend Alfred can explain it better.
Now we have a close-up. Then we show what he sees. Let's assume he saw a woman holding a baby in her arms. Now we cut back to his reaction to what he sees. And he smiles. Now what is he as a character? He's a kindly man. Now we'll put in a piece of film of a girl in a bikini. He looks, girl in a bikini, he smiles. What is he now? The dirty old man. He's no longer the benign gentleman who loves babies. That's the difference. That's what film can do for you.
Micro-expressions are a thing an actor needs to nail. It takes the height of technology to translate them into animation. A character might look photorealistic until they move. If they move almost right, just not quite right, they might hit into the uncanny valley. The uncanny valley is the reason why dolls make us feel uneasy, why photoshopped images make for a really good creepypasta. It's that spot between something looking so fake you can tell it's fake, and something looking so real you can't tell it's fake. The spot where it looks just a little bit off, uncanny, and your flight or fight instinct kicks in, telling you this might be dangerous. The best ways to avoid this are photorealism, if you have the budget, or the opposite direction. One thing that has always been and probably always will be a problem in gaming is the concept called ludonarrative dissonance. That is when a game's character seems unfazed by their actions. It is normal for a shooter that you kill several hundreds of enemies and then the character enters a movie sequence and acts like nothing happened. It is unavoidable in a game, since the story is only part of the package and the gameplay is as or more important. The usual way games go about it is to make the player think about it as little as possible. The enemies are dehumanized and evil. They attacked you first and you have no choice. They are zombies, Nazis, stormtroopers. And if the face is obscured, that even saves the animation department some time. In Control they are, well, controlled by something. One other way is to make the player face the consequences of their actions. Make non-playable characters, NPCs, react to the deaths of their colleagues, or treat the player character as an outcast murder psycho. This will make for a more interesting story, but probably won't be as much fun.